Welcome to reading lesson 93. If you don't have your book, go ahead and pause your video, grab your book, and open up to page 103. Now that you have your book, we're going to read this Cuckoo Clock Shop poem together. This poem was written by Rachel Field. As you are finding the poem or looking at the picture, let me introduce the poem. Name something special you hear in this poem, okay? What is the author of this poem describing? So, as we read it together, I want you to think about something special that you hear in the poem, and then I want you to think about what the author of this poem is describing. What we're going to do is we're going to read it together. So, read with me The Cuckoo Clock Shop by Rachel Field. Are you ready? Okay, let's start. You can't see time, but if you go to the cuckoo clock shop in the old brick row, where a kindly gentleman bends all day with a glass to his eye and springs in a tray, where carved clocks hang and all clustered thick, you'll hear time pass. For click, 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 each wee brown door will open wide, and the cuckoo bird that lives inside will poke out his head and say, cuckoo, as often as time has told him to. Great job. So, name something that you hear in this poem. And then, what was the author of this poem describing? Find those two questions on Google Classroom and answer them. Now, I want you to go ahead and read Victor and Vixen. This is a story adapted from the tale of Tommy Fox by author Arthur Scott Bailey. So I want you to read this story. Go ahead and read on 104 all the way through to 112. And then the questions that you see on 112, you will also see on Google Classroom so I can check your understanding of what you've read. Before I have you go ahead and read on your own, let me introduce this story, Victor and Vixen. Whether it be working hard to find food for its family or watching out for danger, the life of a fox is not easy. In our story, Mr. and Mrs. Fox have to learn to work together and never give up. All right, so read pages 104 all the way to 112, and then the questions on 112 you will see on Google Classroom. Happy reading.